Welcome to the broadcast now, Noam Weissman, who is the co-founder of Hunterz.io, and that is spelled Hunterz. Hello, Noam.
Hello, Llewellyn. Thank you for having me.
It's very nice to have you along. You're doing something interesting at a time when there's not a lot of good news. You, in fact, are doing something that is good news for a lot of people. You are trying to bring together manufacturers and financiers and startups and just people who have ideas. Tell me how it works. Supposing I have a brilliant idea, or an idea which I think is brilliant, but it needs the attention of, say, uh, a computer company.
Mhm.
Where do you come in?
Okay, so what we do is we connect startups to large enterprises, and it doesn't matter what enterprise it is and what industry. And we do it through the business network of freelancers, and that can be any person. Usually, these are past employees or people that used to sell. So, if you want, as the startup, you want an introduction to Dell or to Cisco,
Okay.
IBM. So someone that worked for 20 years in IBM knows the organization really well and can help you navigate it and get the first meeting that you need with the person that you want to talk to. So it's either those people that used to work for those organizations or sales professionals that used to sell to these organizations, and they are freelancing and they're offering their networks for these startups.
And how do you find those people?
So we try to advertise and we try to get to people through either LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or Google. But the best case scenario for us is just people talking about Hunterz.io, benefiting from it, and then word of mouth scales up pretty nicely.
And how's it going?
It's been going well before COVID-19 started, but since the outbreak hit, we've been seeing amazing growth, which is understandable. But really, it has been remarkable. The hunters' growth, the side of the people that make the connections, since March 1st grew by over 300%. And on the other side of the marketplace, the startups growth since that date was over 400%. And I,
Percents are misleading. A percent, 5 to 2 is a very large percentage, but in reality, it's nothing.
that's
So tell me, how many people are engaged? How many transactions are underway or have been completed?
so. First of all, you're absolutely right. Percentage sometimes are misleading. We have thousands of people that are joining every month. We crossed the 10,000 hunters on the platform. And just to give you an idea as to the sense of scale here, this is probably today the largest and most diverse sales force outside of any organization that has the most diverse reach to enterprises across, and we now cover 55 different industries all around the world. We cover 69 countries, enterprises in 69 countries and 55 industries. And we crossed, of course, and we cover 10,000 enterprises and more. So
Give me a hypothetical or a real case study of somewhere where somebody has come to you, a startup, and you have been able to find the freelancer, as you call them, the person well connected in an established industry or an established company. And as a result of that connection, the large entity has become interested in the small entity.
So we have hundreds of startups on the platform, and I love all of them. But I want to give you an example that is relevant for these days. There's a great startup. They're called IntelliVisit, and IntelliVisit created a virtual care delivery platform. They has designed a web-based, really easy to use COVID-19 rapid assessment tool, and that quickly collects patient information and risk factors. And with collaboration with the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, they launched the first instance of their product. Now, you would think that in times like this, IntelliVisit can go into any hospital and offer their services, but that's not the case. They're struggling to get to the relevant hospitals to offer their very much needed services. And I'm very happy that they joined us and they're looking with us to connect to hospital systems, large hospital systems around the country. One of them in specific is called Rush Medical Center. That's a very large hospital in Chicago. And we got them together with a freelancer, a hunter that is now out of a job because of COVID-19. He used to work for Rush Medical Center, and now he doesn't have a job, but he knows the entire IT organization there and knows the exact right people for IntelliVisit to start the sales process there. So these guys were connected, and they're now in the process of speaking to that medical center, and we have a few other hospitals lined up for them as well.
It's a fascinating business. We thank you for coming on the broadcast. Come back and report how it's going.
With pleasure. Thank you for having me.